Hey, how's it going? Welcome to this recap for Wednesday, and let's go take a look at price action and kind of break it down. Lots getting happening here on the price action. So let's go ahead and take a look at just some key areas that we're watching. We are kind of stuck in some major areas on the bigger time frames that we kind of need to either break out or break down. And price action can go either way. Obviously, we're just waiting for it to happen. This has been kind of a slow month. It had a little bit of energy at the beginning, and then the end kind of is just kind of petered out. Let's go ahead and start breaking into some of this here and jump into the charts. So let's see, where do we want to start? Let's go ahead and start on the 15 minutes. So to make it easy, because I hear a lot of people saying, it's so busy on the chart. Let's just take some stuff off. So what I took off is actually my high time frame, my HTF high time frame indicator. It's just telling me where liquidity is sitting, which isn't a big surprise, right? What I started out with, 90,000 is kind of in the zone. You also have the basically low 87,000. So it's in a range. If you go back and look at the weekly, you'll see that range. We're sitting in it. You also have these little lines right here, which I could turn off, but I like them on here because this is my weekly fixed range volume profile. It's kind of telling me where that last week's candle closed, where the point of control is sitting. You can see price action loves this area, which is feeding off of this last week's candle that we just came through. And it's sitting right around that 89,200 range, and it's just been sitting there. You can, again, if I go back, look at it, just sitting there. This is Tuesday price action. You go back into Monday, it wasn't quite up in there, but it kept on coming up into that area, right? You're sitting above the low. So anyways, that's why I marked that up. Let's go ahead and take a look at price action here and figure out why my chart is going crazy. Great timing. It's all wild here. Interesting. There we go. Crazy. Sorry about that. Must have got click happy or something. Alright, so let's get back to the chart here. I'll take off the noise. So I can take this off as well. This actually just marks my trade that I'm looking for the breakout. So one thing that's interesting that's happening right now in the 15-minute, when we get our levels, you can get those at Kubota.com. You can sign up for free there. Get yourself into our mess, if you will. It calculates the levels for you. Today is interesting because you have the daily support and resistance stuck in the middle of your breakout triggers. The breakout triggers are also very wide. A lot of times when you see wide triggers that we have found in the system, that also creates expansion. So the expansion, I would not be surprised if you start seeing this price action break out of here, and it could easily run back up into that 95, 98,000. So that is an area that things could break out. Now you might be going, what? That's crazy. Well, let's take a look, right? Let's go out to the longer time frame. What is going on here? Again, let me go ahead and start removing some more stuff so it's cleaner for you. Make it easy as possible. So you have your simple moving averages coming down through here. Right? So they're coming down through. You have on your 1 hour, you've gotten above both of them. So then you're looking at Sunday coming out, then you had Monday, and now you have Tuesday across through through the evening and into Monday or Wednesday morning here, and then we started getting this breakout and started getting a little bit of energy, which was good. We got this cross. That's why you got this expansion. Now we're kind of sitting in a neutral area, but you're also the 200 is now starting to come out and starting to create lift. Well, the 1 hour also will bleed into the daily. So that's kind of telling us what's going on. The 4 hour, I like it because we still have an up trajectory in its 200. We didn't come up and totally test it yet, but we did come back up and try to push up into that today. Actually, there was a little bit of news and stuff that came on. Again, you don't have to really worry about it. It's kind of priced in. 90% of the time, but I just like to watch. You do have the 21 coming up underneath, and price action here, you know, could start printing up through here, and then of course you get this big bull flag that gets created in here, and then you get this huge expansion. So that could happen, and guess where that expansion will probably take it, right? So that's what we're watching here on the price action. So definitely when it gets above this area right here, it's right around that 90-some thousand, you know, 90,700 roughly right now. Yeah, so it's right in that zone, sitting right now, and we could see some expansion. Now, if you start going out into the 22-hour, a lot of times I'll watch the 22-hour for it to break, and a lot of times it'll kind of give you a front run of the daily. And you can see right now, I was talking about this earlier, when the daily was getting, like I was wondering if we're going to start to actually build on the daily. It came up and hit the 200 on the 21 or the 22-hour and just snapped down, broke down through here. What I was hoping, right? What I was looking for it to do is bounce off of here and start to rebuild in this area, really, and start to show strength around that 92,000 to 94,000. Obviously had other plans, freaked everybody out again, came down, and look at the structure right now. Definitely on the 22-hour, it looks like it could be building something like that, right? Or this may even be a lot softer, and you've already seen it, and it's just going to trade on that 4-hour low. So let's actually jump into the 4-hour and take a look at that again. Here's your 4-hour, right? You know, it could just trade like this. This could kind of trade through here, and this fits that 22-hour that I was just showing you. So if you're looking at, if you're a pattern trader and you're looking at this 22-hour, you know, there's your left shoulder head, and where's this going to create a right shoulder? It could just be somewhere right in here, right? Once this gets back above here, what I want to start seeing it get back above this 200 as well, and see the 200 kind of do what your 1 hour's doing. And then from there, what I want to do is jump out into the daily real quick for you before I go ahead and dig through what happened today in price action. This is where I'm getting kind of excited, because we're sitting on a 21 at around 91,400, give or take, right now on a 21 simple moving average. Everything that we just talked about shows that resistance right now. It could easily turn it into support, so an SR flip here in the longer time frame, and we could create some energy in the space. Then it can start, and then it has room to kind of run in this area right now up to about 104,000. You know, is it? I don't know. You do have a resistance area right through here that it could come up and crash into right around that 97,000 level. I'll show you here in a little bit on our stuff for today, but we'll have to take a look at it. So that's just forward thinking, paying attention. But the energy and the wind that you need to push the boat down through the current is starting to happen for the bulls. We are seeing things starting to set up in that behavior. We are in a critical point right now. There's still a resistance level that we need to break through, but we have been building it up over the last 3 days. So let's see if we can create that energy and run. And here we are back on the 15-minute. And since you've been watching me, I've been slowly taking away stuff, so it's not so busy for you. So let's go ahead and tell me what's going to happen now. Yeah. If you're just looking at this, you're just going to have to just say, you know what, it could go up, it could go down. Here is a major area of support. And if I'm going to use today, really, this is your other area of support. So if it breaks out of these areas, then I'm going to get excited. Well, you can see we already tried to come out of here. Our 21 and our 200 can also show lift here. And right now, I wouldn't be touching it in between these lines, right? Because this is a no man's kind of trade zone. I want to see it get up in here and break up, and then that's where I want to see it run out to. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking for. Well, let's go ahead and put let's make life easy on ourselves and start putting back some of our indicators. So this gives us again, all the triggers for us. Pretty amazing. The triggers right here. Obviously, I drew the line here. You just saw me do that. The breakdown triggers way down here, but like I said, you do have some major resistance and support sitting in here, and throughout the day you can see it interacted with that. This down here has definitely been strong, and this is your daily support. that's been holding down through here. It even held down before. So that's pretty strong. And tomorrow we'll kind of see how price action lays out. But a lot of times when you look at it, there's really no movement up here, or I mean, no resistance up here. There's nothing up here once it kind of has free to run. So that's what I'm looking for, a breakout of this area, because typically you'd have this area right down here would be somewhere up in here, coming down through here, and that's where you'd look for the price action to run up to. In this case, we don't have any of that because it's down below. So really, once this daily resistance will really flip right here as a support, then we see a break back up. This was your 30-minute candle here on this today's session, and you look for it to break out. So that's kind of where we were looking at when I was starting the stream here, and it's kind of what I'm looking at even now for you. And this is kind of that trade entry. This would be your target 1, target 2, and then the target 3 up a little bit higher up in here. This indicator over here kind of shows you what's going on already. And it's already telling you that things are already starting to show strength. And it's giving you the RSI levels. Nothing real fancy. It's just it's obviously going to change as price action changes. But what I want to see is it comes up here and really starts getting through this breakout area. Are we starting to show like we can go ahead and run? And that's where we would build this. Right here would be your stop, right here would be your entry, and then target 1, 2, and 3. The other way you could draw it is by just putting on a long right in here, and your stop would go right here, and then of course this would be your target 1. That'd be a nice breakout. Well, you might say, well, why is that target so far away? It's because of your expansion that you see in here. This expansion creates energy, and if you want to know, basically what you're doing is you're taking your breakout area and whatever the difference is. Well, in this case, it's basically 2,832, and you can take your breakout and divide it, times it by whatever Fibonacci level you kind of want to use, or whatever other math you want to use. So you could do 0.618, and it would give you those kind of targets that you might want to run. The simple way, though, if you're like, ah, man, that sounds complex. Okay, well, I understand. Well, let's just put a line between these two and then draw that line up in here. If it broke out right here, there you go. That would give you just a real rough, quick target that you could look for it to go to. Nice and easy. This is the current noise. Now this has to break out for that trigger right now. You're pretty much saying from this move right here, we're going to get, we're kind of flagging a bull flag, and we're going to rip. And that's what you're drawing that flag on. Tomorrow we'll reevaluate because price action is always evaluating the last 24 hours. In our case, that's how we trade. So we'll be watching for that. So yeah, today was a very choppy day, pretty straightforward, clean. You're waiting for the triggers to get attacked. With this level right here, the high expectation of it breaking out of here is still sitting there. That's what we were watching for. If you watched the live, we were talking about it. Today, I even expect it to break out of here. And when it breaks, I do expect some violence, which is good. If you are looking at making money in trading, these are the kind of moves that you're looking for. You only get a handful a month. This is when you can get in and get a good run. I mean, you could even stretch this out to like a 98,000 and possibly get that as well. Obviously, this is just what if, but it just depends on how you are drawing your charts. You could technically just draw this right now and say, hey, I'm going to get in and wait. And yeah, I'm just going to put my stop up here at 98,000, and I'm going to get in right here, and this should break out. That's not necessarily a bad call. Right now, because the energy is trying to push up. But the one thing I would caution is your weekly time frame and your daily is still not quite there for that push. So this could also be a dead cat bounce, like people say, right? It comes up here, rejects, and then returns and crashes on you. So be careful because of that. Don't just go jumping in. For me, it's like that is the rules. Break above this. Tell me what you want to do. Break above that, and then we'll build our trade off of that and run up. And there is some strategy that you could let this run wild, if you will, and just let it go. So we'll just let it go, and we'll see where we're at. So Alrighty, guys, I'll let you go. Hopefully, you got a little bit of information out of today's recap, and talked a lot at you, threw a lot at you today. It's very simple what we're really doing. You see stuff I put back on here to help make it clear and make some decisions, but really, at the end of the day, this is really all you're looking at, and your moving averages is simple moving average is all we use with the 221. So that's really all we're doing, and we have some key levels that we build within the charts. So I'll let you guys go, and we'll see you in the next recap. Talk to you soon. Bye.